sums and differences of functions using the equations. This way is pretty simple, no graphing necessary. So our first step is we want to find h of x is equal to f of x plus g of x. So that's the sum of the two functions. So we can go ahead right here and write in our f of x, 6x minus 5. As we know from above right here, our functions were stated. And then we can go in, we want the sum, remember, so plus g of x being 3x plus 2. We can notice that we have 6x and 3x, so similar numbers. With a variable attached, we can go ahead and add those together in one step. I'm just going to underline those for you so we can make sure we group those together. And in yellow, make sure we group these together. So next step, 6x plus 3x is 9x. So that gets us 9x. And then we have negative 5 plus 2 gets us negative 3. So h of x is equal to 9x minus 3. So that's the sum of f of x plus g of x is equal to 9x plus 3, which was not difficult at all. Then for our next function, I of x is equal to f of x minus g of x. So now we're looking for the differences of the two functions. So again, we can go ahead and write in our f of x function. Now, because it's subtraction, we have to be really careful. And what I'm going to do here is put brackets around my g of x function because I am subtracting this entire function, not just the 3x. That's a common mistake. Often people will just write minus 3x plus 2, which still leaves us adding the 2 and not subtracting it. So we're going to go ahead and write in those brackets. So this becomes 6x minus 5 minus 3x and minus 2. Okay, so again, we notice that we have variables. We can group those together and group these together. So we have our function being 6x minus 3x to get us 3x. And negative 5 minus 2 to get us negative 7. So the differences of f of x and g of x are equal to 3x minus 7, which is not difficult at all. This can be applied to any function. Just be careful when you're subtracting that you put brackets around that second function to make sure you're subtracting the entire function and not just the first part of it.